Sean here. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm actually a huge ManyChat geek and have been doing this for about a year or so, but only really started getting into ManyChat about 4 to 5 months ago. So Troy actually reached out to me after I posted a 2020 flow on how I will actually get my reviews. And to be honest, I was a little skeptical at first, but after I really dove deep into what Seller.Tools are doing with their order verification and review flow, I'm actually quite blown away. So I thought I record a quick video on what they are actually doing in their flow, explaining every step so that you get a better understanding of what kind of flow you're deploying. So let's start. As you can see here, at the start, after they click I'm ready, they actually mark the conversation as open. So what this does is it actually puts it into your live chat so you know which one of your customers are actually going through the search find buy flow. After which it's standard until they check for a condition here whether the rebate has been received. So where they tag the customers is actually at the end of the flow after the wallet amount has been checked. So it's somewhere around here. So what this does is once the customer is tagged, it means that the money has been dispersed to the customer. And this will prevent the customer from abusing the system and trying to get more than one rebate. So moving on, if the customer doesn't have this tag, they clear the ID rebate field and the order status field. So the reason for this is that you may have more than one search find buy flow, and if you have data already for product B, for example, and the customer wants a rebate for product A, you're actually going to be bringing in product B's data into product A, which might potentially confuse the system. So that's why they clear it and make sure we start on a clean slate. So order Amazon ID, and here is where an external request is called. So there are actually two types of requests. One is get, the other is post. So get is pulling data or requesting a representation of the specified resource, whereas post is submitting the data to be processed to the identified resource. So this part is going to actually sound really layman, but what's going on is ManyChat and Seller.Tools are working together to knock on Amazon's door to check if the order ID is legit. So they're smart because they actually map everything from the JSON path into the custom field, such that these custom fields would already have the data required to carry on. So what I mean is, as you can see here, we are able to check if the order status is shipped or the order status is pending, and this is actually mapped prior before this. And what this ST throttling message means is an example would be Google can only accept up to 140 actions in 100 seconds, if I recall correctly. So what this does is to check if Amazon has reached the maximum amount of actions, but it's something very unlikely to happen, but it's just a good failsafe. So as you can see, after they check if the status is shipped or pending, they thank the customer and ask them what email we should send the gift card to. So I made a little bit of an adjustment to this flow, and I marked the content type as other because it's still within 24 hours. And I changed the reply type to email. As you can see here, you're saving the email to a custom field. And what saving the email to a system field does is allow ManyChat to send emails to your customers after you have asked your customers to opt in. As you can see, it's still not possible to save it to both simultaneously at once. So what I will do is to send a broadcast to a customer, all my customers, with the if they have the email field has any value, such that we are able to then reach out to our customers via email in case the 24-hour window has expired after March 4th. So I've actually also added a skip button down here. And the reason for this is simple. So let's say the customer wants to ask a question, but we keep hitting them with, please enter a valid email. They'll most likely get pissed and in turn drop off. So how I counter that is I map it to a condition to check if the email has any value. If the email has any value, this means that the customer has typed in their email. Otherwise, we check if they still want the rebate because we need their email. And if yes, we get their email again. Otherwise, we allow them to ask a question. So moving on, we let them know that as soon as the order has been shipped, we will send them their gift card. And right here, we are pulling data from Amazon again to be checking on the order status. And as usual, we are checking if Amazon has any action limit. If they do, we put it on an infinite loop, which shouldn't happen. Otherwise, we check if the order status is pending. And if it's pending, we also put it on another loop. Otherwise, there can only be two possibilities. One being the order has been shipped or the order has been cancelled. So if the order is cancelled, we check with the customer and tell them that they have cancelled their order, and if there's any problems, they can feel free to reach out to us, where we notify our staff. Otherwise, if the order has been shipped, we get the price and the tax amount we are supposed to reimburse the customer. After which, they check their wallet balance, which I find it to be really fascinating that they have all this integrated into one flow. So it really takes off the manual approach. So if the balance wallet amount is not enough, so this value here you actually set yourself depending on the price of your product. So if the wallet doesn't have enough money to dispense the rebate to the customer, we actually let the customer know that there's a glitch, but we let ourselves know that, hey, we don't have enough money in the wallet and we should top it up soon. Otherwise, if they have enough money, this time we actually post the data. So this gift card code and gift card ID is going into the email that we will be sending out. After which, as mentioned, we hit them with the rebate received product tag to make sure they don't abuse it. And this links to all the customer support stuff. But another thing I changed is for the post-purchase update, we're actually able to send a confirmation of transactions such as invoices or receipts, or notification of shipment status such as product in transit, ship, delivered, delayed. So as you know, I'm a little skeptical about using post-purchase updates, but I feel like this is the right way to use it, where we let them know that the price of product is ABC and the tax incurred is ABC. So this is actually to get them to reopen the 24-hour window by letting them click yup, and then we lead them to the review flow. Otherwise, we just inform the admin that there may have been an issue. And that's about it. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer that. Bye!